Hey, I'm Kev, and welcome to another episode of Bad Girls All Star Battle 2. And we are in the fourth episode, which means week 4. And first off, we get information about Alicia and Megan having this little alliance, being friends, and they trust each other. But something tells me that Alicia's just playing Megan, and it's using Megan to do all her dirty work and for her to just ride along. Anyways, Rock is still limping, and that's how we get to the captain's challenge. In the captain's challenge, Rocky has to sit out. So in the captain's challenge, it's an obstacle course that they have to do. And in this it's first you gotta do a puzzle, wear some heels, go and get your dress, and then get your bag. You have to get this heavy bag, and then eat, and then drink this cold as drink, I guess. So every time um, the two last girls or the last girl that stays in one station is eliminated. So if everybody's gone and you're the only one in the station, you're eliminated. So that's how we get first to the red team. And the red team, Sarah gets eliminated first, then Stephanie, Elise, Tiana, and Shelly. She did very, very good. At that point, I was like, Tiana maybe had it, but no. Shelly, since the competition started, she was first. She did everything really fast, and good for Shelly. I'm proud of her. So next, we have the gold team, and the gold team, the first two eliminated in the is Megan and Camila. Right off the start, Nancy's the first one to go off, and then to run off, and she's in the lead. And Alicia is eliminated. Janelle then, and Valentina and Nancy were the last two girls standing, and Nancy, well, she killed the challenge. And just like that, we get to the teams challenge. And this teams challenge, I've seen this before. I've seen this challenge in the ruins in the MTV Real World Rules challenge, the ruins. Let me tell you, the girls that did this for the challenge, they were small, blonde, and skinny. They lasted 40 minutes. They were in Thailand, and the whole pit, the ring was made of this kind of rope. So the girls were bleeding, and it started raining. They were there for 40 minutes. Best thing ever. So I had high hopes for these girls. They kind of let me down, but they're bad girls. It's just different. So Nancy wins the captain's challenge. So in the team challenge, they have to play this kind of mini tug of war, and it's tug of weave or something like that, and you have to snatch the weave out of the other girl's hands. And there's a little pit with sand, and there's a little ring. Ta-da! So first up, we got Alicia versus Shelly, and I'm liking this because all the girls are like, okay, we're gonna pick first, but we're gonna kind of size them up so there's no disadvantage. And I'm actually liking this about both teams because they both thought about that, and they didn't put like Janelle versus like Tiana, or Stephanie versus Valentina. I mean, Stephanie versus Alicia. So first up, we got Alicia versus Shelly, and I'm like, Shelly, you gotta win. And no, Alicia wins. So next up, we got Tiana versus Nancy, and I'm like, okay, Tiana might win, but Nancy, she's a little firecracker too, and they actually size up good too. But Nancy wins the round, and then Sarah is versus Megan. I'm like, okay, these girls are okay. They're kind of the same size. All right, all right. And Sarah, I did see that she was kind of like throwing some little kicks, but then Megan started too, so I'm like, okay, this is getting good. The girl, both are playing dirty. Sarah started. I understand. This is getting dirty, and these girls won't let go, and I'm very excited. And Sarah snatches that weave out of Megan's hand, and she's done. And Sarah wins that, but Megan is feeling really bad, And it's just because, sometimes you get hit in the wrong places because it's just rolling around. And I want to add that in this game there's too much rolling around, so it doesn't really depend on how strong you are, but how intelligent you are for you to wrap your opponent in a way that they're all tangled up that you can just go snatch it. So next up we got Steph versus Janelle, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be good. I mean, I don't know who's gonna win, and Stephanie wins, and these girls are going at it. And for a minute I was like, Janelle was gonna take this, but Janelle did a very good job. So Stephanie wins this, but she is throwing up. She's feeling bad, so she gets taken to the hospital along with Megan. Next we got Elise versus Camila, and what do you know? There's so much history with these two. So Camila ends up winning, and of course, if everybody knows that you try to throw the challenge and you lose this challenge, well, come on, of course they're gonna think that you have still an alliance with the other team, and I would have thought so too. And everybody is getting mad because the red team now thinks that she has an alliance, that she's throwing every challenge. Well, of course, like, you were very public about it, and very open about it. So what the hell, like, what do you want everybody else to think? Of course they are gonna think that. And because Camila ends up winning against Elise, but I mean, come on, we all know Elise is not the physical type. She can do other stuff, but she's not physical. She does have a nice body though. Next, since Rocky has to sit out, and let me tell you, if Rocky would have played this game, she would have killed it and put her up against Alicia. She already beat her once, and I bet she could beat her again. She beat her twice. And anyways, I think a red team could have won this if Rocky would have played. And this is one of the games like that I freaking loved, and I want to see Rocky in it, and Rocky could not play. I was so freaking pissed. But anyways, I already spoiled who wins. So next, since Rocky is sitting out, Shelly has to go again because she's like, I'm team captain, I'm gonna go again. So she goes up against Valentina, and I'm like, you have to win this, Shelly, because if you cannot win to Valentina, she is skinny. She might be a firecracker and stuff, but she is way too skinny. And Shelly ends up winning, and Alicia has to go again because Megan, I don't know why Alicia has to go again, but she has to go again. And the other team chooses Sarah because they think that Sarah could actually win. And you know what? Sarah held her own, even though Alicia is way much bigger than her. But you know what? Sarah held her own. She did not give up fast, and I'm really proud of Sarah. But Alicia took this. And I want to just add that the way that Alicia was talking when they took Megan to the hospital was so freaking kind of fake, and like being sarcastic, like, oh, my friend is in the hospital, hope she's good. Like, that's when it made me think that she's just using Megan. And like I said in the beginning, anyways, the gold team ends up winning, but there's not gonna be eliminations because the girls, nominations. I'm sorry, there's not gonna be no nominations because there's two girls missing, and they're in the hospital. So they're gonna do it the next day, but the girls are still going to the club. So Megan and Stephanie finally come, and they're okay. They were just dehydrated and stuff like that. And well, Megan was kind of she has sprains in her back and this and that, but they're good and they can still keep playing. But before they actually came into the house, the girls, the red team, was like, well, of course we're gonna put Elise up. Why? Because she was playing with the other team. She tries to throw the challenge. Why wouldn't we put her up? And Rocky was playing a smart card too, because she's like, why would the red team want just to carry me around? I'm limping, like, I have to be smart about it. And she did, and she kind of threw Stephanie under the bus, which that is very smart, but I don't know. It is very smart, but it looked very bad because that's the way I saw it. But you know what? Anything for Rocky. But so they decided they're gonna put Stephanie up. Why? Because of course she is the weakest. she is the smallest, and they think that if they put her against Elise, she's gonna go home like a decoy. And of course, I believe that they just said that so she didn't feel bad. So the girls end up going to this bad club that they did not like. It was just old people everywhere, and it was funny because they were all dressed up and they get in and their faces like, Andrea would have enjoyed the club. I'm just saying. Anyways, we get ready for nominations, and said and done, Stephanie up versus Elise, and actually it was unanimous. There was no votes. The team decided, and Stephanie took it very well. I mean, she did feel hurt because you have everybody has feelings, but at the end in her speech she was like, it's just a game, and it's not personal. And of course, at least what we all know why she's up there. And at this point, I don't know who's gonna go home. And the gold team is like, they put you up. Why? Because they thought you were gonna throw the challenge. Well, you were not gonna throw the challenge. How the hell was the red team supposed to know she wasn't gonna throw the challenge? Like, for me, if somebody did that, of course I'm gonna be thinking that she's not in our side, that she's not playing with us. Well, of course it's obvious that she was playing with you guys, so why would we trust her and why wouldn't we put her up? Anyways, the elimination comes, and I don't know who's gonna go. At this point, I think Elise is gonna stay, and said and done, all the votes are they go for Stephanie, and Stephanie goes home. And she hugged out with all the girls, and I was like, okay, pretty cool. But the gold team started laughing. I'm like, ooh, they are playing the good game. But you know what? Elise is still a strong player. So if she decides to change her mind and start playing with the red team, they're gonna be destroyed. So I don't know, girls. I don't know if this is the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do. But you know what? Let's see what happens. Let me just clarify. I am sorry. My hours of daylight that I use for my videos are going to an end, and that's why it's kind of darkish and I look not the same as usual, but forgive me for that. Next time it'll be better. I just really wanted to do this video right now because I don't know if I'm gonna have time later. So sorry for the light, sorry for the way I'm looking. It's the light, the light that's making me look like this. Anyways, thank you for watching. See you later, alligators. Oh wait, and tell me what you think in the comments, and hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr, all the stuff. So thank you for watching. See you later, alligators, and bye bye.